Hello and welcome to Manga 96, and today we're going to talk about Classroom of the Elite. Today's topic will be two members of D class who both have a close relationship with Kiyotaka, with the difference being that one is just a friend who has supported Ari in her endeavors in order to win Kiyotaka's heart, with the other one being the race itself, although it didn't end well for her. I'm of course talking about Haruka Hasebe and Maya Sato. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as I'll be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with who Haruka is. Haruka Hasebe is one of the students of class 1D. She's a pretty normal person, but she is not very open to other people, as shown when she didn't participate in the class swimming session, where she tends to prefer keeping to herself and not bother people, simply to avoid trouble. In the light novel, she's shown to be overly conscious and uncomfortable with several boys giving her attention due to her large bust. As a result, she tries to avoid flirty boys. She speaks quite a lot, but only with people that she is comfortable with, such as those in the Ayanokoji group. She also has a habit of nicknaming her friends, such as giving Kiyotaka the nickname Kiyopon or Ayanon, because they sounded cute, showing that she enjoys teasing others a lot. Even though she enjoys teasing her close friends, she is also shown to be firm at times, as was shown in volume 1 of second year arc, where she called Kiyotaka, despite her habit to call him Kiyopon, in a serious tone. She is also shown to be caring friends, as she encouraged Ari to become bolder and attract Kiyotaka's attention by donning the same revealing bikini swimsuit as her. She took extra steps by confronting Kiyotaka and asking him what he thinks of her so that Ari doesn't have to. She believes that the concept of love will elevate and develop Ari to become a better person, and questioned why Kiyotaka didn't accept her even though he is aware of her feelings. She is aware and attentive to her close friend's feelings, which Kiyotaka took advantage of by tasking her to take care of Ari's feelings when he decides to reveal his secret relationship, which will undoubtedly cause her a deep depression. As for her relationship with Kiyotaka, in her short story appended with volume 7, it was revealed that she developed an interest in him, considering him to be a mysterious guy that was due after he showed his capabilities in the relay contest of the sports festival. Haruka displayed her interest with him by insisting to call him by his first name or her own nicknames Kiyopon and Ayanon because they sounded cute. This is even before they got closer to their common study group. Even left unsaid, Haruka truly considered Kiyotaka as her ideal guy since the personalities of the other boys in her class were obvious. To ensure she would not do the same mistake and experience the same regret with him as she did with other boys back in middle school, she spends more time with Kiyotaka to test out her feelings, to make sure that she considers Kiyotaka as an ordinary guy and that their initial assessments is a fluke. This denial though stems from knowing that her friend Ari is intensely vying for Kiyotaka's affection. Being a considerate girl, she instead gave away and proceeded in supporting the former in her romantic endeavors, bottling up her feelings away, isolated in the midst and for the sake of friendship. Despite her supposedly giving up on him, she enjoys teasing him a lot and appears to be very comfortable around him, as she talks a lot with him, both him as well as the other members of the group, and enjoys her time with her group. In volume 7, he was seen hanging out with her and the rest of the group members as they were watching and discussing class 1C and Christmas. Moving on to Sato. Maya Sato is a student of class 1D. The depths of Maya's character haven't been fully explored, but she appears to be a friendly and cooperative person, as she was willing to participate in the class introduction. She is considered to be one of the class leaders for the girls after K due to her influence and popularity in class D. Because of that, she takes great care of her image. For instance, only seeking K for advice, as she did not want others to know she was a late bloomer on the topic of romance. She apparently crushes on boys who impress her, such as when openly clung to the arm of Kiyotaka after he showed off his athletic prowess and even flirted with him by calling him handsome and cool, as well as asking if he has a girlfriend. At first, she only came to him because he could run fast and that if Kei didn't have Hirata, she would have gone for him. However, she began to foster authentic romantic feelings for him after getting to know him better. She told Kei that she never had a boyfriend or a date before and thus sought her out for advice and assistance. She made the effort to do up her hair and don a fragrance, hoping that it will increase the chances of Kiyotaka accepting her. Throughout her first date, she was extremely nervous but truly enjoyed the time spent with her crush. She was crestful as Kiyotaka didn't seem to be enjoying their date together but brightened up after he said that he doesn't smell at all and that he did enjoy their time together even if he didn't show it. She also prepared a gift for him beforehand but kept it after he rejected her. She thanked him for the fun day and he felt terrible for rejecting her but knew that it was for the best after evaluating her worth to him. She confessed to Kiyotaka after the double date during Christmas but was rejected and ran away crying. They promised each other that they will hang out again in the future and wants to see each other again, but Sato couldn't hold her feelings and excuse herself first as she didn't want him to see her in a pathetic state. She was hinted to have cried an innumerable amount of times behind closed doors after being rejected at the next time we saw her. She was able to frankly tell her friends she was rejected without being choked up. Her friends summarized that this could only have happened if she had come to terms with the rejection, showing an immense amount of willpower to moving on. That said, she still harbors feelings for Kiyotaka and has admitted that she finds him way cooler and hotter than Hirata, not holding against Kei for liking the same person. She still feels conflicted that her best friend was in a relationship with her crush but decided to uphold their secret and support them in whatever way she can. After a while, she became more accepting and even rekindled her best friend's relationship with Kei. However, she made it clear to her that she is still very much in love with Kiyotaka and will take him for herself if Kei ever chooses to break up with him and go for another male. She is happy to hear the relationship progression and even teases Kei often on the development. She also knows when to cut back on her quips. On one occasion, Kei was upset about her earlier comments. She soon apologizes and recognizes that Kei's feelings were authentic and that she has no intention of cheating on him. As for her past, during elementary school, Maya was very earnest and had good grades, but since she was promoted to middle school, she had been prioritizing fun over studies with her friends. During the first year and second year of middle school, she was absent in the majority of the classes. Although she changed during the third year of middle school, her current academic skills are at a standstill. As for her relationship with Kiyotaka, in the light novel, they are similar to the anime, with limited to almost no interaction until events of Volume 6. After the sports festival in Volume 5, Maya became infatuated with Kiyotaka after witnessing how fast he ran in the rally race, which was comparable to Manabu Horikita's performance. She was even seen flirting with him by telling him how handsome he looked and questioned if he had a girlfriend, while also asking for his contact number, causing Kei to be jealous after she overheard the conversation. In later scenes at the theater lobby, she spotted him and instantly grabbed his arm and remarked if he's being with someone at the cinema in a flirty tone. Little did she know, Ari was also present in the lobby and was seen to be very jealous, flustered and shrieked in a surprised, upset tone after witnessing the ordeal. When Ari asked Kiyotaka why Maya was acting clingy towards him, he replied that she is just his partner in the recently finished special exam paper shuffle. Amidst of such denial, the fact that Maya may have a romantic interest in Kiyotaka could not be hidden. It may be indisputable, as she could just be covering it up from the other girls. Later on in the series, right after the Ayanokoji group planned to go to the Keikai Mall, with an apologetic voice, Maya called out for Kiyotaka, asking if he was free at the moment. However, later immediately explained his unavailability due to his prior commitment to his study group. Seeing Maya's shoulders drop in a disappointment, Kiyotaka asked if this was fine to take her out on the upcoming winter holidays. She gasped at this unexpected response as Kiyotaka explained that it seemed rude to him to refuse her twice in a row, the first one being his lame excuse that his muscles are stiff to go out. She excitedly asked for affirmation of what he promised. She then hugged him and said it was a date in front of the entire class, turning many eyes towards them. The scene ended with Kiyotaka telling her that he'll send the details via text to her later. On the other hand, while going to their separate paths, Maya joyfully left the class with Satsuki and Kiyotaka perpetually amused of what made her so interested in him. He then decided to ask her out on the 25th of December. The date where lovers are usually fated to meet, to which she agreed instantaneously. Before their date, Maya went to do up her hair and dressed in a fashionable outfit. Additionally, she asked Kei out beforehand to help her plan to their date and sought advice from Hirata's girlfriend. Kei was stupefied by her plans, which included watching a movie, going to dine, and a confess under a tree which was rumored to bring two destined lovers together. They then decided to have a double date with Hirata and Kiyotaka to help make the date less awkward. On the day of the date, Maya was extremely nervous, but both of them arrived 10 minutes earlier than planned. Kiyotaka said that she had a wrapped present in her bag but pretended not to notice it. He offered to call her phone for her after she was frantically looking for it in the bag. Looking to get to the date going, Kiyotaka asked if they should go, to which she asked to wait just a moment more. Right on cue, Kei and Hirata arrived, which caused Kiyotaka to confirm his suspicions, which he swallowed. The date went off without a hitch, with Kei being the main conversation starter. Maya was invested whenever Kiyotaka talked about himself and wished he would do so more often. She was uncharacteristically bashful and needed help from Kei often to get out of the embarrassing moments. When they were left finally alone, Maya asked Kiyotaka to wait before revealing the present she was hiding and asked him to go out with her. He was befuddled but eventually rejected her, saying he wasn't ready for a relationship, that it was a fault of his own and not her. Fighting back tears, she thanked him for an enjoyable first date. Although Kiyotaka invited her to go back to the dormitory together, she asked to leave first so she wouldn't see her cry. Kiyotaka understood and reflected that he will carve into his memory that it was Maya who was the first person to ever confess to him. In the subsequent novels, Maya had come to terms with his rejection, but was furious with Kei for getting close to him behind her back, even during their date. She eventually accepted the relationship but made it apparent that if they ever broke up, she would be right there to snatch him before others could. When her friends criticized Kiyotaka for rejecting Maya, she defended him and was happy when they praised his cool attitude. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on Haruka and Maya. And that'll be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.